Hey, I want to jump in here today and talk about the big three for your success. So I just got off a coaching call, actually two coaching calls this morning, one with the client and one with one of their sales reps. And so a lot of this came up and I thought, hey, it's time to jump on and do a training, just really some of the fundamentals. But this fundamental teaching here, and this fundamental practice of what my mentor calls the big three is so crucial because if you'll follow the big three, and every client, let me say this emphatically, every client that we take through the process of setting up, implementing, and perfecting the big three, we see massive results. We see sales increase, we see referrals increase, we see businesses make money. So I want to talk about the big three today. And I'm going to do this. It's going to be a quick video. So thanks for jumping on board. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions. And again, I'm doing this just here on LinkedIn because I want to really get this message out to you as a business owner. If you have a sales team of any size, maybe it's you, maybe you have 20, 30, 50 sales reps. This works across the board. This is especially effective when you have 1, 2, 3 sales reps and you're forming that basis of a sales culture and you're forming the foundation of what it's going to take to scale a business. So we're going to talk about the big three. Take notes. I'm going to go quick. I'm going to talk quick. So be sure to grab a hold of anything that you would want to take advantage of. Number one is training. This is so important. Should be very clear. But when we talk about training, every sales rep, every SDR, BDR, everyone must have proper training. They need to know how to start their day, how to start the conversations, how to do discovery, how to do a proper pitch, how to do follow-up, how to do long-term follow-up. They need technical training. They need to know how to work the systems. Or using HubSpot or another CRM, Zoom. What integrations do they need to know? First of all, number one. Number two, they need to have product knowledge. And this isn't something they study once. This needs to be ongoing. And then they need to have training every week. So what I instruct my clients to do is to have at least one day a week on the meeting, which we're going to talk about next, where you bring product training or you listen to sales calls and you bring training on overcoming objections, on how to set the proper frame, how to use storytelling to shift identity and beliefs, whatever it may be. So training is something that's not a one-time event, it's an ongoing event. This is very important. If you're the business owner, I'd recommend, or you're the sales manager, I'd recommend you take one day a week and you make it a training based upon some of the sales activities, based upon the marketing, maybe some marketing's changed, based upon maybe a sales call. So training is going to be absolutely crucial, and it's not a one-time event, it's ongoing. Second, daily meetings, very important. Daily meetings are very important because I've worked in organizations that did weekly meetings, bi-weekly, monthly. You need to have a daily, to check the pulse of the business every single day. And you do this through a meeting. It could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour. Depends on the group, how big your group is. Now, these meetings need to involve everybody involved in the sales process. Appointment setters, closers, everybody involved. And they need to be done in a certain format. Now, I'm not going to get into that now. There's some formats that we can teach you that will ensure that people come motivated, they stay motivated, they leave motivated. And not only motivated, but back to the training, that taking something away from the call, away from the meeting, that it can go and use to sell more effectively and to make more money for you and for the company and for themselves. And here's a big key on this. These daily meetings also will give you, as the business owner or the sales manager, a key to the pulse of where they're at. Are we actually going to hit projections or not? What we need to do, if we're working on this daily, at the beginning of the month, beginning of a quarter, you have plenty of time to go in there and make adjustments to marketing, make adjustments to maybe even somewhere inside of the SDR, BDR role. So daily meetings, absolute must. And if you're a sales manager, you're an owner, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it every day, do it anyway. Do it anyway. You can usually take an hour-long meeting, cut it down to 30 minutes. You follow the proper format, get with me and I'll give you the format. Last but not least, end of session reports. Now, first and foremost, there needs to be an end of day report for everyone in the business. End of day reports that are sent in with, so there's transparency of what happened. This is whether you're remote or you're a local business, you're on site or remote. End of day reports, end of week reports. Now, does everybody need to do an end of week report? No. Again, get with me and I'll share with you exactly who. But end of week, end of day, end of month. End of day, end of week, end of month. And then, of course, end of year. But the end of day are so important. As an SDR, what communication? Who did they speak to? What was the main area of growth, or what was a challenge? With your salespeople, your closers, how many closes did they get? How many people showed up? Who didn't show up? And then detailed notes on each conversation. If I have a sales presentation, they need to have notes so we can look at this. And again, transparency is key. So they can see it. So sales manager, owner, everyone can see it. Personally, placing an end of day report in like a Slack channel works very well. So they can look at it every day. And this goes back to consistency. Must be done every single day. And again, we've got the framework. We got all of the frameworks for this if you want to know how to make this work easy for you. But training, daily meetings, end of day reports, end of session reports are going to be key to making sure that you continue to grow, continue to build. And if this is something you would like, again, you want to know more about, like, Wayne, I want to know more how this works, then, feel free to jump in. Let me know. Just, send me a message and I'll be happy to share with you more on how to do this. I'll share our frameworks with you, all of that. So again, hope this has been helpful for you. The big three needs to be taught, needs to be understood, needs to be part of the culture of your business, and you'll see some great, great growth.